What's up guys, Coach Josh here. I want to demonstrate a banded squat. The bands are going to provide extra resistance by pulling your knees or pulling your femur into adduction. Pulling your hip into adduction. So your glute medius have to work to oppose that by going into hip abduction. So I'm going to do it the wrong way first and see if you can spot what I'm doing wrong. Do you see it? If you were a halfway decent trainer, you should be able to see that my knees are caving in, okay? So my glutes aren't really working here in this case. So one way I like to fix this, if you have someone with pretty bad body awareness, is using a foam roll here. This is gonna give you a good visual cue and a good mechanical feedback as to whether or not you're doing it correctly. So understand, whatever stance it is, it could be wide, it could be narrow, whatever stance you're doing, make contact with the outside of your feet and the foam roll. Now, as you squat down, you're gonna make contact with your knee, outside of the knee to the foam roll, and then back up. So it's right there. Now, I have mechanical feedback if I'm doing it wrong, because if I don't feel the foam roll, then I'm not getting proper hip abduction, and I'm defeating the purpose of the exercise. It's right there, and then back up. And it could be anything. You could be using the side of the wall, it could be using a PVC pipe, whatever, as long as you have a visual cue and mechanical feedback to make sure that your knees are going in line with the outside of the foot there, okay? And I'm not too picky about excessive hip flexion here, whatever. Ideally I want them to be in a proper squat, but the goal of this is to work the glute medius. So the most important thing is this, boom, frontal plane motion here, making sure they're getting into that abduction. And that's it.